Hi there, everyone. Laurie Barraco here, and I am looking forward to sharing some messages for all zodiac signs for this full moon on today, October 1st, 2020. And I will give everybody a moment or two to receive the notification that I am live here. I am here in Southwest Florida, Fort Myers, at the mystical moon of Fort Myers. And I see a few friends. Hello there, Karen. Good morning. Good morning. And when you're tuned in, let me know you're here. Say hello, hello. Hello, Alicia. Hello. And so, as always, I like to start with a little bit of sage, but this week I'm also going to use some Palo Santo. And you can use both the sage and Palo Santo in a similar manner. And when I do use them together, I first light the sage, I clear the area, and then I light my Palo Santo. So both are cleansing. Both will help bring in the light and shift what doesn't serve and kind of push it out. And both will bring in blessings and recalibration for ourselves. Hello, hello. And I see Sherry and Casey and Ananda. And oh, Karen stopped her housework to watch. Hey, I don't need an excuse. I might have to do some of that a little bit later. Nadine, hello, and Marty and Barb, hello, hello, hello. All right, so let's start by setting the space with some sage. So first, we're going to cleanse our minds, our bodies, our spirits. And this full moon is in Aries, so that might have a little bit of a fiery element to it. So let's take a moment. We'll allow the sacred smoke to cleanse our minds, our bodies, our spirits, breathing in all that goodness, helping us to connect with spirit. All right. Allow the sacred smudge to help cleanse you, bringing in the light to help you purify your mind, your body, your spirit. Bringing in the light and allowing that light to help dissolve any worry, fear, heaviness that may be taking place for you at this time. I'm going to light my Palo Santo. Palo Santo is also known as holy wood, and it doesn't quite burn the same as sage. So whenever I work with Palo Santo, I keep my lighter nearby. And it has more of a citrusy, kind of woodsy aroma than the sage. And we call upon the light, we call upon our guides, spirit, our ancestors, masters, angelic realm to assist us today as we connect on this glorious full moon on this first day of October, as we are open to receive messages from spirit for our highest and our best good. And so it is. So it is. It has a woodsy, citrusy, grounded type of aroma. Alrighty, so hello, friends. I see more friends have joined. Hello, Michael. Oh, Lisa. It's really Lisa, not Michael. Hello, and Sandy, and Kat, and Lisa. Hello, another Lisa. Hello, hello, hello. And yes, Karen asked if we sell Palo Santo. Absolutely, at both stores and online. So you can purchase 2 sticks, I believe, for $3. And this stick of Palo Santo is going to last you for a long, long time. What I do is where you see after usage, it gets a little bit charred on the end. I might take a paper towel and wipe it off a little bit, or you can kind of whittle it down a little. This will last you quite a while. In fact, I think that this lasts longer than sage does. But anyway, I love to use them both together. It's a thorough cleaning and clearing. And Lisa says she loves Palo Santo. All right, so this full moon, I'm going to use my tried and true Gilded Tarot. I was out front looking at different decks, and I just heard, use these. So I'm going to do, but for the most part, what the voices in my head tell me to do, or they suggest for me to do. All right, so we're going to start with Aries. So we have a full moon in Aries today. And as I mentioned, Aries is going to bring that pop, that they're the great starters. They're the ones that initiate a lot of change and action with their confidence and their go-get-em type of attitude. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull 3 cards for each sign, and this is your message of what Spirit would like for you to know about this full moon, to understand about this full moon. There may be messages that you already had been receiving, and there may be some messages and insight that are validating some things for you, and some messages that are kind of coming from left field. Okay, all right, here we go, Aries. Pull 3 cards for you. Okay, so the one other thing I did want to mention about this full moon, it's a great time to release. And so Chiron is conjunct of the full moon, and Chiron is the wounded healer. So today is an excellent day. Today, yesterday, today, and tomorrow are excellent days to write down what is not serving you, what you've been really working on completing within your own karmic path and your own karmic gifts and lessons and challenges. Write it down, and you can burn it, you can shred it, you can bury it. You need to let that stuff go. Okay, so here we go. And Lisa says, bring me some good chi. That's right. Here we go. All right. So for the sign of Aries, this last cycle has not been easy for you. And I definitely see some deep challenges, some deep stuff coming up for you. And you may find yourself wanting to lash out and to just rage in a way. And there are people who might be poking all around you and bringing up that frustration, and it's amping up. I see it amping up, right? And Spirit wants you to try to channel all of that energy, that chi that Lisa is speaking about, and use it for good, right? So when we have a reaction, it really we're channeling this energy, and we're conjuring all this energy, this life force energy, and we can use it to try to help us move obstacles, or we can use it to destroy, or we can use it to help enhance our intentions. So there still may be more poke, my Aries friends, and Spirit would like for you to try to temper your reactions and your defensiveness. So we have a couple of swords here. We have the Page of Swords reversed. We have the 5 of Swords, and then we have the Sun reversed. What I'm hearing my Aries friends say is, don't you think I know about that? Isn't that so frustrating when someone says, oh, okay, here's one simple example we can all relate to. You get a pimple on the end of your nose. No. Do I? Right? So that's the type of energy. I see poke at my Aries friends. And I see you being really frustrated because, all right, I know, and you might, want to give them some sass back and some sarcasm, but Spirit saying, try not to do that. Just, okay, thank you. And let that go. You don't have to exert any energy and proving them wrong or telling or trying to lash back out them. Sometimes people talk without awareness of what they're saying. And sometimes people intentionally want to poke at you because they're wanting to poke at you. So try to do your best, my Aries friends, to watch your reactions. And this full moon is really bringing that up. And that might be something to write down, and you can write down more than one thing to release during the full moon. You can write down your triggers and to please help me to release the need to come to retaliate, the need to over-explain myself, and the need to seek. I'm hearing it, to seek revenge, right? Because why are you doing this, right? This is pushing all my buttons. So, Aries, give yourselves another 2 to 2 to 3 weeks before you start noticing the good blessings, the blessings coming in from you choosing your battles and watching your words. All right. Okay. Hello, Daphne. I see more friends have tuned in. Hello, hello, my friends. All right, the next one is for Taurus. Moving forward to Taurus, and I'm using my Gilded Tarot. I'm shuffling away. Okay. I had mentioned to my friend this morning that the energy of this moon, this is what it feels like to me. So there's this big pot of water that's boiling and boiling and boiling, and it has a cap on it, has the lid on it, and the lid is like, pooh, it's ready to go. And that's what it feels like right now to me, the collective, as I tune in. I try not to spend too much energy or time in the collective energy. It's almost like I dip my toe, a couple toes in, and then I'm like, out, because it feels like everybody's in a pressure cooker, and it feels like things are about to blow. So what can we do during this time? Well, we can work on ourselves. We can shift our own energy, and we can be more conscious and aware of what we're putting into the collective. Daphne says, yep. Yeah, it's being stirred up. It meaning the collective. Yeah. Thanks, Amanda. So the collective is definitely continuing to go through major shifts. We had to be shocked at the beginning of the year with all of the things that are going on, right? The shutdowns, the losses, the sickness, the chaos, the misinformation, all the things. And now there's even more that's coming to the surface. It's like now we have the opportunity to channel that energy towards personal fulfillment, towards soul agenda, and shifting our realities in that way. Okay, so for Taurus, I'm hearing for you, I'll show you cards in a moment. I'm hearing for Taurus right now, it looks like you're being put in the position you have been put in the position of creating healthy distance with others, with someone who is chaotic, with someone who is in a way forcing you to choose a side, with someone who has been close to you, and I'm saying this with love, their toxicity is impacting and infecting everyone around them. So, Taurus, we have the 10 of Cups, we've got the 3 of Swords, and then we have the 2 of Cups. So chances are, my Taurus friends, you have already noticed that there's a relationship or two, and it could be romantic, it could be family, but I feel like it's someone who you have known for a while, someone you care about, someone you have history with, and they're going through their own stuff. And the way that they're managing as their lives as they're moving through all of this, it feels like it's very disorganized, it feels chaotic, and it feels toxic. And I see them, it's almost like they're drowning in a lot of these emotions, and they're trying to pull everybody into, you extend a lifeline, and then it's like they're pulling you into this quicksand. So asking yourself the questions, am I able to help them? Am I really able to help them? Am I doing more harm than good? Do I need to create healthy boundaries for myself and with this situation? Because often when someone's in the thick of the chaos, they're not able to create those boundaries, and they may not be aware. So Taurus, try not to spend too much time on trying to prove your point or over-explain why you're creating healthy boundaries. Just know that some of the disharmony and the chaos that you're experiencing may have to do with these other relationships that are going through a lot. I'm definitely not saying to abandon anybody, but we really do know when we're interacting, and when things when we're interacting with someone, we're trying to help them, yet it's getting very complicated and they are beyond our help. That happens here with sessions too, private sessions. Someone may need a certain type of help that we are not able to provide for them. And so we may send them to a counselor. We may send them to a therapist. We may send them to a doctor because we can only do so much. And that is what I'm seeing with my Taurus friends, okay, who are used to having their things fall into place. Taurus that is an earth sign, and they're very grounded and they're very good at manifesting. Alrighty, and so Alicia says, oh yes, and Barb said everybody is just done with it. Everybody is so done with it. Put a fork in it. We're done. We are over it. I know I've seen so many memes where people are saying, yeah, can we just fast forward for, till 2021? Well, we really do know better that if we were to fast forward, it doesn't matter. Whatever the soul needs to experience, the soul's going to experience. And whatever the collective needs to experience, they're going to experience. It is already on the agenda. It's on the docket, what we're all going through. So, all right. Next, I'm going to move forward to Gemini. All righty. So I hope these messages bring in some insight and some clarity, and there may be a message, as I've mentioned before in my lives, that there may be a message that resonates for you and it's not your sign. You're meant to hear it. You're meant to hear it. And if you're tuning in even after this full moon and the message resonates, it's your message. You don't need to get so complicated. Messages are messages are messages. All righty. Okay, so next we're going to move on to Gemini. Ooh, so Gemini, it does look like your social life is kicking up, right? So here's some people, some signs, some people are going through really thick stuff, and some moon cycles will affect us more than others. What I see with Gemini is it feels like there are more invitations socially, and they may be in person, they may be online events, it may be phone calls, but it does look like your social calendar has opportunities of being really, really busy. And it's that light, Gemini, that it's that light-hearted interaction, that fun banter. That is exactly what your soul needs. That's your medicine, Gemini. Laughter, music, creativity, and being around water and getting some sunlight, putting yourself out there, soaking up a little bit of the sun. Let's not overdo it, right? Because we know we need to be careful with that, but you need some vitamin D, and you could definitely use a good, healthy dosage of vitamin C, as they're saying as well, and a little bit of sunlight, fresh air. So you've got, Gemini, you've got the sun, you've got the 7 of Cups, and you've got the 3 of Cups. So cups are about emotions and feelings and desires. And what also Spirit is saying, Gemini, is the minute that you decide to say yes to your soul, I'm hearing like the term say yes to the dress. The minute, Gemini, you say yes to your soul with a new promise, or a promise and or dedication and or intention of taking care of yourself and doing and committing to the things that bring laughter and joy and just good energy into your being, and that will help shift out. It'll help shift out what doesn't serve you. It's almost like it's like a cleansing when you commit to your soul of healthy, joyful relationships and activities. Then there is a natural phasing out of what doesn't serve, unhealthy situations, and there's a reprioritizing of activities, interests, and focus. And the last card we have is the 3 of Cups, which is often spending time with your tribe, laughing, music, dancing, lots of good stuff there. So Gemini, so far it looks like this full moon may not be so bad for you. All right. Thank you, Karen. You're very sweet. All right, next we're moving on to my Cancer, sign of Cancer. Here we go, my Cancer friends. All right, I'll shuffle them up. And interesting, because We've got the Chariot. We've got the Seven of Wands reversed. We've got the Sun reversed. Here's the Sun again. So we've got some reversed cards, Cancer. So you may find as if you're out of balance these days, and no matter what you're doing, it's kind of throwing you off. I see you walking like on a tightrope, and you're having a hard time keeping your balance and staying on track. I see big gusts of wind coming in, and I see you having to adjust yourself. And I do see a little bit of grumpiness around you a little bit, because it's frustrating when when you get your sure footing, here comes something that throws you off kilter, and it feels like there's more of unexpected type of surprises, and some surprises are good, right? So I want to bring that aspect in for my Cancer friends, that even if you're thrown what you think is a curveball, or there's a glitch in your matrix, do know and remember that all is purposeful, that there's a reason for that glitch. And at the end of the day, that glitch is going to help you recalibrate back to peace, harmony, and balance. What's going to also help you at this time is more spiritual practice. Cancer, where's your meditation? Where's your dedication or your spiritual discipline? Are you going outside? If you connect with spirit outside, go outside. If you connect with meditation music, go listen to meditation music. It's time to dedicate time and energy towards your spiritual practices. For some people, it's pulling a card every day. For some people, it's carrying their crystals. Some people, it's aromatherapy. For some people, it might be a Reiki session or a reading session. Get back to what feeds your soul and helps you reconnect to the light that's within you, that you are, my Cancer friends. And just give yourself, I'm actually here in about 10 days, give yourself about 10 days for things to work themselves. And then I'm seeing more of a steady flow. Also, Cancer, let's get into your home and let's clear some of the clutter. Home is your sanctuary. Home is all of our sanctuaries, but especially to the Cancer people, their home is that's it. This is my sanctuary. This is my priority. I'm so dedicated to the people in my home, to the people in my life, and my home is just, I got to make sure all is right in that world. So let's clear a little bit of the clutter, maybe reorganize some things, and have a sage bonfire going in there. Sage it really good. Leave no corner or nook or cranny untouched. Okay, so get in there and let's clear it up. You'll feel so much better, but just give yourself another 10 days. The recalibration is for your highest and best good. All righty. And Alicia says, wee, Cancer here. Okay. And Cancerman for cat. And Lisa says, yes. And Gemini here. Yep. Positively perky. And that is you, my friend. Alicia, good. And hi, Nicole. It's good to see you here, Miss Nicole. All righty. So we're moving on to Leo. Leo is next. I want to make sure I give those cards really good shuffle. And remember that if a card pops out, Spirit's helping you select. And if you have repetitive cards, that's what's supposed to be. Okay. All righty. So I'm going to pull 3 from the top for Leo. So you may have found yourself second guessing, taking care of yourself and putting your needs at the top of the list, your priority list, and you may be receiving some flack. I'm going to encourage you to try to mind your words, mind your projections, still tend to what your priorities are for yourself, and try to it feels like I feel like you may feel defensive about taking care of yourself, so you might be kind of jabbing up people a little bit and just well, this is important. They want you to soften the edges of your words. You have a strong presence, Leo, so your needs most certainly need to be met. And I really want to go to your physicality, your body. So maybe my Leo friends are treating themselves to fancy hair, right? Their mane, their nails, or fancy clothes for their body. If you have the means, then go for it. If you're being smart with your money and you make sure that you have that financial cushion, then it's okay. It's your money. It's your deal. But I do see you wanting to take even extra better care of your temple. And you might be receiving a lot of judgment, like judgmental glares or comments and so on and so forth, Leo. Try to watch your response with all of that. But I really keep going back to the temple. So Spirit's also encouraging you to align the chakras. There are lots of different ways that we can align those different energy centers. If you align your chakras, then you will be healthier with your mind, your body, your spirit. So meditations, working with the colors, visualizations with the chakras, carrying different stones for the chakras, aligning your chakras with a pendulum. Again, energy session, Reiki, distance Reiki, work with all of those aspects. They will help you with your temple. Oh, so I did not show the cards. We have a 3 of Swords reversed. We've got the Queen of Pentacles, and then we have the 2 of Pentacles. So right here, this 2 of Pentacles reversed, I kept hearing that people are judging what you've got going on. But then you also may need to ask yourself the question, am I flaunting things, right? So I do these things for myself because it makes me feel better. I don't necessarily need to announce it. And Spirit's encouraging, especially with this full moon, right now, try not to broadcast too much. Keep it a little bit more low key. And then you won't have such a barrage of judgmental people, judgmental, opinionated people. Oh, how fun, right? Those are the best kind of people. Just kidding. No, they're not. So I'm asking, so how are we supposed to finish up this message for Leo? I'm hearing that you're going to feel just so good. Like you're going to have so much stamina. You're going to give your immune system a boost because you're tending to your temple with vitamins and good foods and taking care of yourself and exercise. And maybe you're also sleeping a lot. And maybe people are judging that because maybe you have a schedule that allows that. Remember, you don't need to share too much because everybody has an opinion. There may be some opposition around you, but you're going to feel really great. Lots of energy to get a lot of things done. Your immune system gets a boost and you're feeling confident. Nothing wrong with that. Oh, thank you, Lisa. I appreciate you. More than you know, Lisa. And Nicole says, full moon blessings. Have been busy cleaning and decorating for the season. Awesome. Awesome. Yep. Full moon's always a good time to phase out, release what's done, what you want to be, what you desire to be complete at this time, and what you would like a little bit of help from Spirit to help you with it. Okay, next we've got Virgo. So Amanda H is a Virgo and Karen's Capricorn. Alrighty, here we go. Virgo. A little bit more of a shuffle. And then I'm going to choose 3 from the top. Oh, Virgo. Looks like this full moon, hopefully, with its beautiful energy, brings you peace. Doesn't get much better than peace. If you have peace, it means you're not overly concerned with all of the other things that are going on right now. Enjoy this moment of peace. And how often do we wonder or question, when is this going to end? And I've given this example before about relationships. So there's a new relationship and someone wants to know, How long is it going to last? When is it going to end? I just want to know when. I want to prepare myself for the worst case scenario. Well, we don't need to do that all the time, right? To be mindful. Right now, things are good for Virgo. If they're not, then I do think that you may be overlooking some areas where you are blessed. And I know that most of us focus on what's not right rather than what is. An example is you can cook an amazing dinner and there are 10 guests and 9 guests love that dinner. And 1 was cranky, they had terrible feedback, and they criticized you. You probably are going to focus on the 1. Meanwhile, 9 people thought it was the best meal ever, and they were so appreciative. It's human nature that we're drawn to the worst case scenario. Virgo, let's not do that. Virgos are an earth sign. They're very grounded. They like to map things out, very detail oriented. And right now, most of your ducks are in a row. 99.9% of your ducks are in a row, Virgo. So enjoy the blessings. Soak in the goodness, the wonderful blessings that you do have taking place in your life right now. So you have the Knight of Wands reversed, the Tower reversed, yes. And then you have the 10 of Cups. So this is a pretty relaxed spread/message that I keep hearing all is well in my world. So I'm going to encourage you, my Virgo friends, to work with that affirmation, that statement, that mission statement, all is well in my world. All is well in my world. Okay. So I'm also hearing, Virgos, if it's not broke, don't try to fix it right now. This is not the time to take something apart because you have a crazy impulse to stir the pot. And we all do that, right? When things are settled, we tend to stir the pot sometimes because a lot of times we don't realize it. We are addicted to drama and chaos. It gets that adrenaline going. Well, when all is peaceful, breathe it in, soak it in, don't go looking for trouble. Okay. All righty. And Amanda says she's feeling it. Embrace it. And Barb says, okay, she's going to share. Awesome. You're most welcome. All righty. Next one is for Libra. So we are in the time of Libra. I have a lot of Libra friends, and my correction is in Libra. Balance, communication. So as I might have shared before, I was an Aries, and I was an out of balance Aries. And so this lifetime, my correction is in Libra. So I have a lot of Libra friends and connections, people, and I have a lot of Aries as well. All righty. So Libra, let's see what we've got here. All right. So Libra, with this full moon, the past, the memories, the pleasant and unpleasant, but what I'm seeing are more of the memories of challenge and disappointment. I have to tell you, there's a dragonfly right outside my window here at the store in Fort Myers at the Mystical Moon, and a dragonfly just came in. For me, that's a message of, this is a divine message. Not that they're not all divine, but they really want you to look for the dragonfly as well. That the past is making its reappearance. And you'll be able to take what comes to mind, what comes to your awareness, and create alchemical gold for you on a soul level, and be able to digest it all and be able to really understand in depth why that was necessary, why it happened in the way it did. And it feels like we get to close that door, we get to lock it, we get to put a bow on it, and we release it. So whatever has been popping up, right, with this full moon, write it down. And I thank Spirit for these opportunities to learn and grow from this, and then burn it, bury it, let it go, shred it, let it go. And Lisa says she was a Libra, and her connection is Aries. Yep, we're in reverse. So interesting, isn't it? You're so welcome. Okay, you're welcome, Ananda. Okay, so Libra, we've got the 6 of Cups. We've got the 6 of Pentacles. So these are memories and karma, right? From our past. And when the Six of Pentacles is reversed, it's telling me that, ooh, may not have been the most pleasant scenarios and memories. And here's the grand prize, the Ace of Wands. So this is deep insight, epiphanies, ahas, clarity, and really, really, really understanding and getting it. You know, when you get those epiphanies and you're like, whoa, it creates a conscious shift. You might even find like might need to hold on. You might feel a little bit of spiral energy because it completely recalibrated your frequency, your vibration, your consciousness, and it helped move you up into a more expanded perspective on a soul level and how you view your world and your experiences. So Lisa says, yep, you're Scorpio, Sun, and Sag, Moon, Rising. Well, that's an interesting combo. Okay, so we're going to move on to Scorpio Sun now. Lisa Miller. Okay, here we go. A bit more shuffle. And again, I'm using the Gilded Tarot by Cyril Marchetti, Scorpio. So I see so your full moon message for Scorpio, it looks like there is an increase of your financial flow is increasing. There's a new solid or an enhanced solid stream of abundance or opportunities for abundance to come in for you. And they're encouraging you to really plan it out. How are you going to use this? It would be best for you. I try not to go you should. It would be best for you to try to strategize what you're going to do with this increase. It's not a big old shopping day, right? You not go out and splurge and have behave like you're a Kardashian. No, Spirit says you may want to, that you have that endless supply of money. But you know what? The truth is you never know when that can end too. So there's this new wave that's coming in, and I do believe it has come in as a result of something you were doing, something you initiated, you completed, you set into motion about 4 months ago. So that's, I'm going to do math now, September, August, July, around June, around the time of June, there's something you set into motion, you planted seeds, you set forward, you completed, and now you're going to start seeing the blessings, the results, the influx of financial stability coming forward for you. And Spirit wants you to take your time with how you're going to move forward with that, with what you're going to accept. You know, so it could be a deal that comes in, the dynamics, the contract, and to not get too crazy with this extra money that could be in your pocket. So you've got the Four of Pentacles reversed, meaning that you didn't hold back. Whatever was going on in June-ish, you didn't hold back. You decided, I'm going to go full steam ahead and give it my all, right? And then here we have, the King of Pentacles, who is mature about his finances. Something has matured and it's ripe and it's ready at this time. And then you have the Two of Swords. So this to me says use your mind. Try not to allow your impulsive nature, your impulsive emotional nature, immature aspect of yourself to take over, right? It might be that I work so hard, I deserve it. I'm gonna blow blah 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 blah, or take our money, go to the casino or whatever, and or purchase a really nice trip, you know, for whatever. I don't even know, 2022 to go overseas or something. Just take your time. We never know what's waiting ahead. And I think that has happened this year, right? There's no guarantee with anything. So this is the time for you to plan for a rainy day and to be smart about the increase in your bank account. Okay. All right. And I see everybody's like, yes, you're welcome. You're welcome, Deb. And Lisa says she feels her Sag getting stronger as she gets older. Woohoo. All righty. Next we have Sagittarius. Next message for Sag. Okay. And Kat says, Scorpio rising. It's like, I'll take that money. Yeah, I don't have anything really prominent in Scorpio. That's okay. We all have our turn, right? We all get our turn. That's important too. So if your messages for this full moon were kind of, meh, it's okay. It all balances out. I do believe that we have challenging situations to help us really appreciate when things are flowing. And we have the duality on this planet. Okay. Sagittarius. Oh, the word bully comes up. So my Sagittarian friends, have you been encountering people who are bullies or taking advantage of other people? Oh my gosh, I see the desire, the impulse to squash it, to call it for what it is, to not do it in a crazy way. Like I see like this refined demeanor, Sag. I see this refined demeanor that I see you have. And I see you calling it for what it is. You might say, I call bullshit. That's not true. The words or the consciousness, bully, manipulator, control freak, someone who has a bad agenda, an alternative agenda, a selfish agenda, and that is to take, steal, manipulate from others. And I see Sagittarius calling it for what it is. You may defend somebody. You may defend somebody you care about and say, no, there's something wrong here. I think you should investigate. I'm telling you, it's not right. And you have the opportunity of speaking up. But remember, words are power. Our presence is power. And the more you gain control of your sometimes fiery nature, the more you speak with confidence and maturity and being refined, the more progress you're going to see and make, and the more of a difference and impact you will have. We've got the Magician reverse, which is often a manipulator. And then we have the Knight of Cups, which is often about feeling really good and confident and knowing that I've got my emotions pretty much in check. I've got a pretty good grasp on things, and I've got very loyal to the people that I care about. And myself too, right? Being loyal to self, healthy self-esteem. And then the last card we have is the Eight of Wands. And I feel like there's a really speedy domino effect after you call it out, you identify it and you call it out. Very powerful. And Lisa says she just ran across that today. Oh, that's interesting. Yeah. And when people, I do want to say this, when people try to take advantage of others, a lot of times they do so out of fear of not having enough, fear of lack. It's not a justification. It's never okay to take advantage of other people. But there are so many things that are going on underneath that, and we do need to call it for what it is. All right, next we have Capricorn. And you're most welcome, Lisa. She says it's spot on for what she's dealing with. Cat's a Cappy. Cat the Cappy. All right, I think we've shuffled them enough. So I see some executive decisions needing to be made, my Capricorn friends, where there's stagnancy, where it's like, okay, this has run its course. Some executive decisions might be that, okay, I'm picking up all my toys and I'm going home, or I'm going to make a change, a shift, because by now I should have seen some results, or this is a dead end. And I see you making some decisions to not waste your time, energy, money, focus, and redirecting yourself. So this is a great time to release and phase out what is not working at this time for you, Capricorn. So give us a good one. And Barb said, all this has just started. Okay, Capricorn, we've got the King of Swords, who is like on it. They're intelligent. They're on it. I see right through this stuff. I could see that I may not be making any progress in this area. Then we have the Knight of Pentacles reverse, which often is pausing, regrouping, tending to things, and it's reverse. So this is acknowledging and recognizing and saying, okay, I've got to call it. I'm going to throw in, maybe throw in the towel, or I'm going to just stop right here. I'm going to stop this. I'm going to close this chapter. And I do encourage people to make sure that you, if you're shifting gears, that you do so and try to be as complete as you can be. It doesn't mean you leave people wondering what's going on. So this has to do with being mature about things and communicating and saying, look, this is not working for me. I'm not just going to run and go in the other direction. Make sure you close things up, right? They're giving me the analogy of creating a meal, right? So here you're in the middle of making a meal, you get all your ingredients out, and then you realize, oh no, I don't have eggs. I don't have any eggs. So then would you leave, right? So I'm not going to go any further because I don't have the eggs right now. So then you wouldn't leave all your ingredients out on the table if there was cheese or milk or meat or and you wouldn't leave the oven on. You would close everything up, you put it back where it needs to go, you would turn off the oven, and then you would maybe go get your eggs or create something else. So that's kind of the analogy I see you at right now, Capricorn. And the last card I have, here's this card again, the 10 of Cups reversed. So this is also acknowledging that I'm not happy with how this looks right now. Like I'm not okay. I really don't want to settle. And this is not going to, I don't feel completion in this area. So I'm going to pick up and I'm going to move on, or bring in a different element and start something different. And, you can go and get your eggs and then come back and recreate that meal. But it's taking that pause and making that decision that, oh, you know what? I may want to do this. Maybe I don't even want that. I was just making this because I thought I should, right? I hope that analogy comes through. All righty. Next, we have Aquarius. And Karen says she has a bead art business she's been trying to start, looking for places besides Facebook or other online locations to display her work. Have you tried Pinterest, Karen? Have you tried Pinterest? I'm here in Pinterest, and I don't know if you have tried to done some ads, social media ads. You definitely need experience with that, or maybe help. But I'm here in Pinterest, and to keep putting it out there, put out some goals of how many sales you would like to have, and if you have a website, work on that SEO. Okay. Whoops, just flew out. All right, Aquarius. I'll spare you the song of Aquarius. All right. Good. I'm glad you enjoyed that. That analogy made sense. Okay. Kaylee says she is Aquarius. All right. So the card that flew out was this Seven of Swords. Seven of Swords. We've got the Ace of Cups, and then we have the Nine of Cups. So Aquarius, some things just aren't quite resonating, or something's not adding up. And in your heart, you want it to work out, just something's not resonating. And you might even be second guessing yourself. What I would do in a scenario like this is, if I feel like something's off and my gut is telling me so, I may ask Spirit to help me with more clarity. Give me a sign. Show me the truth. Show me what I may be missing. And please help me to place the pieces, the random pieces together for myself. So Aquarius, the truth is coming to light. And I also have the message of there's some jealousy that may be going on right now. Where is that jealousy coming from? Is there anything we could do about jealousy? Well, no, not really. Strong message. Don't feel bad about what you have created and how your life looks because someone doesn't have that going on, right? So say, I'll use an example. I'm sorry, my single friends. Say if you're single and you've been dating and you haven't met the one and it's been a really challenging scenario. And then what if most of your friends are married and they're settled in, and then even some people just met, like some other acquaintances just met the love of their life and they just seem like they're really happy, and then you're frustrated. But then here you are, what if you're doing okay and then you see this all going on there? It's important for you to not feel bad about what you have accomplished. Not all of us have the same karma. Some of us have more challenges in finances, some more so in our health, some in love, some in, I don't even know, family dynamics, right? So it's important that we don't feel bad or guilty about those who aren't as fortunate. Do what you can to honor them and to hold space for them and support them. But try not to feel bad about what you have accomplished and what your blessings are, because everybody has areas in their life where things are challenging, and it's a karmic theme throughout their lives. I am hearing, Aquarius, some sage is a great idea. Maybe work some black tourmaline, some deflecting negativity type of jewelry or crystals, or asking Spirit to help you shield any of the envious glares, right? There was one other thing that popped up. Archangel Michael. Call in Archangel Michael to help shield you from just envious eyes. And if you're finding that, Aquarius, I don't know if I would say that there are significant blessings right now that are taking place. They're about to break and open up for you to be coming your way. They will be arriving shortly. At least one significant blessing. All right, and the last but not least, we have Pisces. Pisces. Here we go. All right, Pisces. It's possible that you have way too much on the plate and something needs to give. And so it's time to clear the clutter, delegate responsibilities, and to learn how to say no and not be a pushover. We've got the 7 of Cups, we've got the 9 of Pentacles reversed, and then the Death card. So the Death card in this scenario has to do with completing. What have you not completed? If there are some loose ends, finish it up, complete it, and don't commit, try not to commit to something else that's going to be another responsibility. There's way too much going on, and Spirit is trying to help you, Pisces, with more order in your life, less responsibilities. You've overcommitted. It's because you have a hard time with boundaries. I'm a Pisces, and it's time to allow Spirit to help you delegate. And again, once you have delegated a thing or two, do not recommit to other projects, promises, and new endeavors at this time. Allow the dust to settle a little bit. Okay? All righty. I'm glad to hear the reading answered your questions. You're welcome, and you're welcome, Kaylee. All right, everybody. Thank you so much for tuning in. So don't forget, write down something you're ready to release and give it up to the full moon and let it go, and don't take it back. And don't replace it with something else right now. Let things settle down a little. Okay? Thank you again so much. Have a beautiful, beautiful rest of your week. Namaste. Thank you, everybody. Bye-bye.